Now maybe I didn't mean to treat you bad, but I did anyway. Now maybe some would say your life was sad, yeah, but you lived it anyway. And so maybe your friends will stand around and watch you crumble as you fall to the ground. And then someday your friends will stand beside as you were flying. Oh, you were flying oh so high. But then someday people look at you, the world they call their own, they watch you so far. Yeah, you're going home. And then someday we could take our time, brush these aside so you can reach us. Hey, but you left me far behind. Now, did I mean to treat you so bad? But I did it anyway. Now it's in my name. Some would say you left with what you had, but you could take away. No, couldn't share the pain of what she said. Now maybe I could have made my own mistakes, but I lived for we might share in something great. Won't you get where we're going? Won't you get where we're going? And then someday comes tomorrow holds sense of what I feel for you in my mind. As you trip the final line, and that cold day when you lost control. Shame you left my life so soon. You should have told me. Hey, but you left me far behind. Now maybe I didn't mean to treat you so bad. Oh, but I did it anyway. Now maybe some would say you left with what you had. Oh, but you couldn't share the pain. No.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are at the MCACN car show. We basically just got unloaded, just got everything set up, and boom, right there, the 67 Corvette is right here, the closest car to the front door. Huge thanks to Donny for getting us a spot. We got Spot in here just chilling, waving to all the fans. And then I'll show you this stuff. We got this fast board, 910, 148, and then a little display board to describe a little bit about the car. We did that for all of our cars. Got the banner right there, and pretty excited to have this thing up here. Just came up here, got this thing ready. Right now we'll walk back to the other cars and show you those. All right, we made it over to our other, I almost called it a pit area. I don't even know what it's called. We ain't racing, it ain't the pits. We got the Firebird here, the 68 Camaro here, and people are already going nuts over the 69 Z28. That gentleman standing right there next to my dad is very, very knowledgeable. I didn't get his name. I actually just got back to it. And they are just talking about how legit the car is and all sorts of stuff. We've been in contact with Jerry McNeish. Actually, we're going to do some work to Jerry's 67 Z28 Camaro. So Jerry hasn't yet looked at that 69 Z28. Nobody's seen it since we put the video out on it. And like I said, Jerry's going to absolutely love that car. And those of you guys who are big first-gen Camaro fans know the name Jerry McNeish. But there, underneath the hood of that thing, We brought the little bit of the orange Camaro to show off. We got the front and rear tires off it, just to show the difference in them. Mom's 69 L88, and then we got the current record holder with the 901. Got to live with that all winter. With the black Corvette. Gonna set up a few more things here, and then we'll probably wrap it up for today.
I don't even see the date on it. See if you can feel it. Can you feel anything? So this has got somebody's put two different. They put two different alternators together.
How about the smog equipment? How does that stuff look?
Yeah, that looks okay.
All right.
Yeah, that looks okay. Yeah. So Jerry's gonna look at it.
Yeah.
When's he gonna look at it?
He's coming to my house. He's dropping the motor off to Tony Bischoff because he wants to
Okay.
get another motor for his car. So he's going to look at this and the 375 horsepower. I think he's going to middle of December.
Okay. Yeah, he'll look at it. He'll give you the rundown on it.
You guys have been more than helpful. We appreciate it.
Yeah, Jerry, he judges with us. Yeah,
Okay.
he judges with us too. He's not here at this show, but Morgantown, he judges with us. Yeah.
Does that air cleaner what should the air cleaner do? You think that's?
Well, I don't think the element's not right. I don't think the element's right. So the element on these cars, you want to see a square with a square diamond, what we call a square diamond. So this is like just a regular diamond. You can pull the top off. You want me to look at the top?
Does that not have the GM on the top? No. Oh, then it's Apple.
So it should have, it should be like silk screen on the construction.
No.
Okay, so that's an Apple mark. Yeah.
Carburetor. What's the date on it?
Yeah, it's a real carburetor. 902.
If you take the air cleaner off, you can see the front.
Yeah.
It looks like the wrong throttle rod.
Yeah, but what do the metering blocks look like? Can you see those?
No, because the base is on.
Yeah, give me a hand with that. Pull that out of there.
Get a crowbar. Take that.
Yeah.
You see this?
Yeah.
Crowbar together.
Yeah, that's not right. That should be a two-piece job here. This should be a two-piece
Okay.
rod here.
Right.
And Jerry will get that. He'll
Yep.
show you all that.
And the reproduction, the threads are different.
Yeah, he'll show you all
So
that.
the back piece has the threads in it.
Yeah.
That comes on other cars.
Yes.
You get that with the front piece.
Okay.
You can buy that reproduction, but you can still find those the linkage. You can still
I think I probably got another 69.
somebody's
somebody's
got that linkage. You can get that.
So I think it's what's on the red car.
Yeah. It's missing this little hose stand. Is it right here? You got a little hose stand that goes here.
They got it routed through there.
Yeah, they got it routed through the balloon. Yeah.
And the coil bracket.
Yeah.
It's got the right bolt on it.
Yeah. Yep. 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 Got the right fender bolt and those big washers up there. Yeah. It's got a lot of good things. Yeah, it's got it's got a lot of good things. No, it's got a lot of good things. It's going, all the caps on the gas caps, they were round, so you don't want to see any ears on it, Yeah, it just popped out. But those are the right bumpers too. Yep. And they use two different styles of these bolts. They look okay. Your rivets here, your rivets for your bracket. These are what we typically see. We looked at the car yesterday and they were upside down. Somebody had driven them the other way.
All right, guys, day 2 here at the MCACN Car Show. I don't know if I showed you guys the booth when it was fully done. We got videos playing. National Parts Depot brought us banners to set in the booth. T-shirts up here. We got giveaway stuff that you guys already saw and got if you placed an order. The 69 Z28 has been a huge hit. People are absolutely loving that thing. And he did get picked for an award. I don't know exactly what he got, but he got picked for an award. And then people are over here just loving the fast Corvettes too. then we set up these tires, and it's funny, we've watched multiple people come up here and like pick at the tire to see if it's a special tread or something like that, which
You know what the first thing people do?
This is Bob G, and this is Jordan reporting live MCACN 2024. And Jordan, tell us about some of your wonderful cars here. I'm so intrigued about the L88 Corvette doing 9.0s in a quarter.
yeah, so we brought 6 cars here to the MCACN Car Show. The first one that we're looking at is my dad's 69 Corvette. We race this car in the Fast Racing Series. So what that is factory repairing stock tire. The car looks 100% original. It's got original exhaust manifolds, original intake on it. This engine right here is 560 cubic inches, and this car just reset the record at a 901 at 151 mile an hour. We also race on the original bias ply style tires. They're not the original tires, they're reproduction from like Coker Tire or somebody. So it's a real Firestone wide oval. And we also brought a few tires to display what they look like before we put them on the back, and then after we put them on the back and burn them down, make them look like a slick basically, and then they start working pretty well. We do 60 foots and mid 130 range if it's on a good pass. Like this 901 pass was a 135 60 foot, so the cars get down and move pretty quick. All right, so the next car we brought, you guys saw my dad's Corvette. Now I'll show you my mom's Corvette. We do this as a family. So this is my mom's 69 Corvette. It's an L88 clone, just like the other car. This car has a 514 cubic inch big black Chevy in it, and she just went last month was our last race in Cecil County, and she just went 939 at 149 mile an hour. This car basically is the same as the black car I just showed you, besides the engine, a little bit smaller, short stroke, big bore. We spin this thing to like 8,200 RPMs, and really helps keep this thing hooked up by spinning the RPMs real high. She had to take a year off of racing, and she just got back in the car, so we really haven't unleashed it down low to make it 60 foot real good yet, but probably next year she'll be running just as fast as the other cars. All right, so this car is actually really special because going along with the family theme, this is my grandpa's 69 Z28. And not only is it a Z28, it is a original 3,800 mile car that has been hidden away in my grandpa's basement since 1980 when he bought it. Little story about the car, he tried to buy it in 1971, which was the last time the car was ever registered. Still got a 1971 Michigan plate on it. Original owner wouldn't sell it, but the car was sitting outside under a tree. It actually had a battery sitting on the fender, which is why the fender is kind of acid washed and got stains on the fender. But finally in 1980, he was able to purchase the car and basically shoved it in the corner of his garage. And then when he moved, he redid his basement and stuck this thing in his basement. And this weekend is the first time this car has ever been seen by the public. Multiple Camaro judges have been over here, crawling all over it, talking about how nice it is. It's got a few things that aren't original. The car was drag raced back in 69 and 70, so some stuff was, replaced or broken, but it is a very clean, very original 69 Z28 that nobody has ever seen till this weekend. All right, so this car has not been around as long as the 69 Z28, but this car has been around the family since probably like 92, 93. It is a original paint 1968 RSSS 396 375 horse Camaro. This car is kind of what started, you can kind of say this car started the Fast Racing Series. My dad ran this car at the Pure Stock Muscle Car Drags and around 98, 99. But because this thing is so nice and so original, because it's only got 20,000 original miles, original paint, original number match engine, tranny, the whole nine. Because it's that nice of a car, he ended up parking this and building another 68 Camaro, which is what was the cheater car in the Pure Stock Drags, and that's what started the Fast Racing Series, was the guys that were cheating and the pure stock muscle car drag race. But a little bit more about this thing. It is a 2-owner car. My dad bought it off the original owner. He's got all the paperwork for it, the window sticker. He's got the build sheet, Protecto plate, all that for it. So totally documented. Does have the Kragers put on it that were put on actually because he took the wheels off and put them on another car, the original wheels. But other than the Kragers, which I personally think actually look good on it, the car is 100% original. The gentleman that he bought this car from had a L88 motor in it back in the 70s. The car was street raced a bunch, and then we've actually got time slips from this thing from Osceola Dragway, which is our local drag strip that actually ended up getting shut down a couple years ago. But the car with the L88 engine went 1133 at 130 mile an hour back in like the mid 70s, which was super fast for back then. Guys, you might be thinking why we have a Pontiac Trans Am in with a bunch of our Corvettes and Camaros. Long story short, we bought this car at a salvage auction. The car was flooded in Hurricane Ian, and not only was it just flooded a little bit, this thing had water, salt water from the ocean over the front fenders. I've got pictures of the car with a water line in the middle of the gauges, and we bought this car to restore, bring back to running and driving condition. It's original numbers match motor. It's got the original Turbo 400 tranny in it, and this thing just runs and drives great. When we got it back, we actually drained the water out of the engine. We drained the water out of the transmission, the rear end, and ended up putting a new set of spark plugs in it, a new wiring harness, and the thing fired up and ran perfect. And then we actually used this car, if you want to come around here to the back of it, we used this car to burn down and break our tires in on all of our race cars, which is why it's got like an inch of rubber on the quarter panel. So it doesn't just sit and look good. We actually put the thing to work, and it does a perfect job at doing what we needed to do, and that's break down our tires for our race cars. All right, so you guys have seen my mom's car and my dad's car, and I told you guys we do this as a family. So this is my 67 L88 clone. We actually bought this car with intentions to fully restore it. We bought it wrecked, needed a front end put on it, but what made it special was it was an original 427, 435 horse car, and we do know where the original engine is. We didn't get it with the car, but we do know where the engine is at. So we were planning on getting the original engine, putting the car back together original, and then we thought, well, why do that? Because then it's gonna just sit in the corner and never get driven. And we've got a few of those, as you have seen already, that just don't get driven. So made the plans to make it a race car. So this thing has a 560 cubic inch big block Chevy built by BES Racing, Turbo 400 tranny, has a 410 rear gear. And this car, up until the last event where my dad went 901, this car was the record holder in fast at a 910 at 138 mile an hour. We rebuilt the whole car, and we rebuilt the whole car in our shop in northern Indiana at Horsepower Depot. We put the front end on ourselves. My grandpa painted the car. I did all the fab work, built the roll cage. It was, I don't know if I would say it was fun, but it was kind of something to be able to take a hacksaw and cut through the floors of a real 435 horse car, because nobody ever does that nowadays. And not that it felt good, but it felt good to make it a race car and make it something legendary that people remember.
Great. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was a great interview. I just love those fast cars. This is Bob G. and
Jordan Pennington.
Signing off. MCACN 2024. Take care now, ladies and gents.
Oh, you were flying up so high, but then someday people look at you. They're what they call their own, they watch you suffer. Yeah, here you're going home, and then someday we could take our time to brush the leaves aside so you can reach us. Hey, but you left me far behind. Now, didn't mean to treat you so bad, but I did it anyway. Now I'm saying, but maybe, pain and watch she suffer. Now maybe I could have made my own mistakes, but I live with what I know. And then maybe we might share in something great. Won't you look at where we've grown? Won't you look at where we've grown? And then someday comes tomorrow holds sense of what
All right, something cool about this thing. You see the gauge cluster. This was a Hurricane Ian flooded Plymouth Superbird. So pretty cool that this is here, and we've got the Trans Am here also. Both hurricane flooded at the same time. Here's the picture of this. This thing actually went viral on the internet. We didn't have to restore ours. They fully restored this car because it was all smashed up and done up. But actually really cool that 2 hurricane cars are here. We're here to take our trailer. Now I've got a 53-foot wedge parked back here, and I'm supposed to get out of this tiny little hole.
Videotape because I really got to pee, but I'm not going to do that in Chicago.
Well, we won't tell anybody.
What?
There's a bush right there.
Oh, I'm going to go use it.
All right, we just got everything unloaded. We beat the rain, thankfully. Everything stayed dry, which is amazing, seeing that we had 4 cars on an open trailer in late November in northern Indiana, and we didn't hit snow nor rain the whole way. Super cool show, super awesome for us to be able to go there. They absolutely loved the 69 Z28. It was just amazing having guys come over there who knew a lot about those cars and just explaining the cars, showing certain things, showing us what was wrong, like the steering wheel that my grandpa and I thought was an option is the totally wrong steering wheel for the car. Their filter element is not the correct one for the car. There's a few small things that are not correct for the car, but then showing us crazy things like where the date codes were on all the body panels and running the date codes, showing that they're correct. Stupid things like the weather stripping, where they know that it's correct because of where the split in the weather stripping is installed. It was just cool to see all that and for them to show us everything that they knew. And that car wasn't even getting judged. We didn't pay the extra money for it to get judged. That was just them coming over, admiring the car and being polite and showing us everything about it. Huge thank you to Robert, who filmed all of those clips of me standing in front of all the cars, explaining everything. That was awesome. And actually, I surprised myself and did a killer job standing up there in front of everybody as my dad and my whole family was there making faces at me, trying to get me to mess up. He did an awesome job filming it and allowed me to put those clips in the video. Thanks to Donny for allowing us to put the 67 in his space that he gets every year up front. Although we did rip the fender even more, it was about this big before, ripped it even more, trying to get in the front showroom of, or I guess it's a lobby, in the lobby area of that place, but we'll get that doctored up. It's not like the car didn't fall off the lift and have the fender ripped off of it at one point in time. It's a race car. It's got dings and, well, no dents because fiberglass doesn't dent. The Trans Am, a lot of people were asking about a price on the thing, and a couple gentlemen from Canada seem super interested in the car. We're gonna have to find something else to do burnouts with because This right here is our burnout car, and everybody was loving the rubber that was all over it. It's pretty cool to go to a car show with all these fully restored cars and clean as can be, and we show up with rubber all over most of our cars. Ton of rubber on this thing like that. It just cracks me up every time, and people absolutely loved it. But thank you guys for watching. Be sure to head to hpdepot.com, grab yourself some t-shirts. We've got the new design, the Parachute and Polyglass t-shirt, and then we've got all the other designs that we've always sold in the past. But that's gonna wrap it up. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Some would say your life was sad, yeah, but you lived it anyway.